It has been an absolutely insane transfer window, and we have a completely new squad heading into season two. So, in today's episode, we are going to meet the new squad. We are going to look at our new tactic, and we are going to see where we are predicted to finish in the table. And then we will look ahead to the next episode. And all of those changes in our squad has been reflected in a really awesome preseason. We have had goals in the preseason. We haven't allowed many goals. We have been utterly dominant, which if we compare to last season, we had an okay preseason. We had some good games, but there were definitely some games that we struggled in, and it didn't feel like we were as dominant. But this year, it felt like we had a really solid preseason, and it feels like we can be pretty confident going into season two. And this star rating in our team is completely different than last year. Last year, we had two players with 5-star ability, and everyone else was 1.5 stars or lower. This year, we don't have any 5-star ability players, but our team is so much better. Getting rid of the wage of Hajimati and Elias Mordell has ultimately allowed us to have the wage budget to bring in a lot of good players, and our team is pretty good. So this is what our star ratings look at. We are going to look at the tactics now. I'm going to show you the starting lineup and what our team looks like. And this is what our starting lineup will look like going into the first match of the season. And this is a drastically improved squad. Although a completely different squad, I don't think there are any players in here that we had from last season. So let's take a look at the team, starting with our goalkeeper, In Hyun Dun. He is a South Korean 19-year-old with a lot of potential, 3 stars now, potentially 5-star ability. He is really good. And if we compare him to our backup goalkeeper, Ray Joyel, they're pretty even, but I think Hyundun is better in key attributes. I'm looking at things like a little bit better in reflexes, a little bit better in throwing, a little bit better handling, and things like that. Considering that In Hyundun is only 19 years old and has that potential, I think we start him and we go with him for the season. Next up, our right back, an absolutely awesome find from the Bruneian national team. We have Aliesa Fadila Rosli, who will be replacing Elias Mordal. And I think we have found a good replacement. He has key attributes, notably tackling, good marking, decent heading. This is a player who I really like. He's got good positioning, he has decent pace, so physically he's competent with what I need for him. Our scouts rate him 4.5 stars going to 5 stars. We have found an awesome replacement here. And he is part of a much better back line than we've ever had. Next up, another player that we found from the Bruneian national team, Abdul Aziz Tamit. We ended up signing him from a free from Kasuka in Brunei. We actually might have found him just by going through the Bruneian leagues and the teams there. But a really solid center back here. He's 34, so we won't have him for long, but good heading, good marking, good tackling, good jumping reach. He's a solid player. He's a veteran. I think we know what we're going to get from him. Alongside him is Conan Kofi, someone we've been trying to sign for a while. And again, another just good player, pretty decent physically, good technically. The Ivorian will be our starting center back alongside Tamit. And rounding out the defensive line, we have John Rancis, who I think we might have signed in the previous episode, but a really solid wingback. So this is kind of the formation we're playing with. We are playing him as an inverted wingback on defend because he can't quite play left back, and our other left back, Van Diaz, also can't play there. Who's also a good player, they'll be rotating quite a bit. But a solid defense will be replaced, and we have some stars, absolute stars in the midfield and up top positions. And I think we have some really great midfielders here. Song Ji-hun and Josie are in our central midfielder position. Song Ji-hun, I have been trying to sign him for the whole transfer window, and we finally got him. And I probably will end up moving him here once the league starts. But we're looking at the formation we might be playing for our first Champions League match next. But Sung Gi-hun is a phenomenal player. He can do everything we want in a central midfielder. And alongside him, we have a player who we found from this national team that I can't pronounce. I apologize to them. But I was just searching through the national teams and we found this guy. And we had no scouting report on him. We kind of just signed him out of the blue, but he is phenomenal. Not a liability physically. I really like his physicals for 33 years old. He's very well rounded, but good first touch, good passing, good tackling and technique, good work rate, good off the ball. This is a player who in the Philippines Football League is going to be able to open up any defense. I really like them as a combination in the middle. We have a good team here. Flanking them, my one of my favorite signings, Park Soo-hyun. He is an excellent left mid, good physically, but things that I like most about him, good crossing, good dribbling, 13 jumping reach. His heading's only one, but we can weaponize that 13 jumping reach and 9 finishing. In preseason, he's been getting on the end of a lot of crosses from Jomar Almento, who also has good crossing and decent dribbling. He has good acceleration, agility, pace. So, especially in this league, he can get around the end, put in crosses for our strikers and for Park Soo-hyun, and they've done very well. But now let's talk about our forwards. Son Jung-hyun. This is going to be a star in the future. He's just 19. He has room to grow. Jumping reaches 12. That is significant at this level. There are not many players in the Philippines Football League with a jumping reach higher than 10, finishing 12, heading 12. We're playing him as a poacher. We could also probably play him as a target man. He is going to be phenomenal. He's going to develop this season. And then a true star for the future, Jibril Sissoko. Finishing 12, first touch 12, pace 12, acceleration 12, and good off the ball. We have a player here who is going to develop into a wonderful Philippines Football League striker. We have a first 11 here who I think can be phenomenal and can do really well in this league. But we also have some really important players. Something that we didn't have last season was squad depth. We absolutely have that this season. We have a good backup goalkeeper in Joel, who we've seen before. We have Michael Okiagu in on loan. This is a physically adept central defender. Not good marking, but also good tackling and heading. He is going to be really good for us. He's on loan from United City, but we have a physically adept center back whose height is 6'4". I just noticed that. So I would almost wish his jumping was even higher. And we also have Jerry Barbeso, who actually has 5 caps for the Philippines. He is our most reputable player. Physically, he's 36, so physically he's not great, but he's pretty smart at this level. He's good technically. So again, we have some players here who we actually have squad depth in the defense, something we didn't have last year. And we have Van Diaz, who we looked at earlier. And at right side, we also have the Malaysian right back, Mud Ferdeas Ramli. We saw him just going through the Malaysian national team. And again, he's just solid. He will back up Rosli. He only wants to be a fringe player. He's just solid. He actually has some potential on him too, although at 22, I don't know if he'll reach that. But we actually have players to back up the defense. We can play a 3 center back system and be confident in that. And if any of our players get suspended, we have people who can slot in. That's a huge difference from before. And we can say the exact same thing for the midfield. We've brought in Hazem Alubulu on loan from ADT. He's another Bruneian, just a very solid defensive mid. I wish his tackling was a little bit better, but he is solid. Alongside him, we have Danielle Matsunaga, 35-year-old Brazilian. Great technically and actually good tackling and pretty good physically. He reminds me a lot of Josie. Otherwise, now looking at the WIS, we have Jovic Albino, who can also play in the attacking mid and the central midfield positions. He is very reminiscent of Paulo Gonzalez and Jay Soberano. Good first touch, good technique, decent physicals. We have good players here. We also have some players who we might have forgotten about. We have Suhaimi from last year. He has been injured and he's actually wanted by other clubs. So I think there's a chance he's going to leave, but we still have Suhaimi, who's very good. We also have Yusuf, who we had last year, who's very good in the center. He's still a solid player. And some other signings. We have Vince Braga, emergency backup. Not great, but he can do a job if we absolutely need him to. We have Yaya Saeed on loan. Again, not great, but he'll do a job. And we have Julian Reyes on loan, who I actually really like as he has really good work rate and aggression. Tackling isn't great, but he can do a job as a ball winning midfielder. We have tons of players in here who can just fill a need when we need them to. And again, this goes for up top. We're introducing a new squad here, but there's so many good players to introduce. We have tons of depth up top. We showed that last time. We introduced Paulo Casambre, an excellent player, decent dribbling, finishing, first touch, and good physicals. Ricky Cruz was a player we found from the East Timorese national team. He is phenomenal. 3.5 star poacher, finishing 11, first touch 11, dribbling 7, pace 12, off the ball 9. He would have been a star player last year, and he's going to be on the bench. And that's not to mention the players that we actually had last year, including Dexter Chio, who was our top scorer last year and had a huge role in the squad, and Cairo Mohammed, who played alongside Chio, had 8 goals in 11 matches, and was absolutely phenomenal. He made everyone he played with better. So we have tons of squad depth, and we actually have a really exciting team going into this season. Now, can we say that this new and exciting team is among the best in the league? Absolutely not. But remember last year, we were like 1,000 to 1 odds, and we were predicted to finish seventh. Now going into this season, we're at 50 to 1 odds, and we're projected to finish fourth. This is a team that if we're half as good as we were last year, I think we can win the league again. And it's weird because we're in a position where Chio and Mohammed are stars from last season, really. Chio being our top goal scorer and scoring the goal that won the PFL title. They're kind of relegated to the bench and not really playing a whole lot. So I have to figure out what I'm going to do with them and how I'm going to integrate them into the squad. Because I really like Chio's attributes. I mean, he has phenomenal attributes that I think make him really good in the match engine. But physically, I just wish his jumping. Could you imagine if Dexter Chio had like 9 jumping reach? He'd be a phenomenal player. So we're gonna have to figure out what to do with them. Maybe they'll be super sub type players. I haven't decided yet, but our other guys have just been playing really well in preseason and they have absolutely earned their spot in this team. But the last thing that I have to decide is we have agreed a deal to sign Emmanuel Sylvanas, who is a left mid currently at Pasargard, but we have agreed a deal to sign him. And I need to figure out what he can do. He only wants impact sub. He's not a huge, but we are over our wage budget, which worries me just a little bit. But he is a young winger with potential. He's not as good as our current starting left mid, Soo Hyun, in important categories. I'm looking at things like crossing, dribbling, finishing. But he has things that are good. He's got good acceleration, good pace, good stamina, good work rate, technique, and first touch. I've been at an impasse on whether to sign Sylvanas. I think I will decide this by the end of this episode, but I'm going to decide in a little bit. So before we get there, we are going to look into the future of what things look like. And our next game is in the Asian Champions League East first preliminary round. We have so many rounds to get through. We're in the East. We would have to get through the first preliminary round. Then the second preliminary round, we would play Hanoi, who I believe, yep, from Vietnam. And then we would have to play in the playoff, which I believe would be against the winners of North District, who are from Hong Kong, and whatever that other one was, Terengganu, who are from Malaysia, who just have way more money. But before that, we have to contend with Western Sydney Wanderers, who are way better than us. First of all, they're a professional team, which already makes them a lot better. If we look at just the club overview, they have continental reputation. If we look at their facilities, excellent training facilities and youth facilities. Yeah, they're just so much better than us. And if we look at like their star players, this is their forward. He's better than everyone we just looked at. He's 5 stars. Their whole team is better than everyone on our team. If I'm going to be honest, we do not stand a chance against them. We will do our best. We'll probably actually play this formation here. I think we'll bring in Okiagu to play in this position, and I think we'll play Temet here. We'll have Rosalie and Rancis here. We'll have to find 2 people to play here. It'll probably be something that looks like this with Albino in the attacking mid position. But this is probably what we're gonna line up with, and we're just gonna hope we have enough numbers here and hope that they're on a bad day, we're on a good day, and that we're able to get the dub and move forward in the Asian Champions League. Because it would be nice to move forward. Unlike previously, we don't get that automatic group stage position, but the board isn't expecting much. They just want us to be competitive. They're not expecting us to get beyond the first preliminary round. So it'd be nice to cause a shock. I'm not betting on it, but we'll see. Well, other expectations for the season for the Philippines Football League, I don't think we're expected to get past the second round, which is the one we go into. So the board isn't expecting us to win a game in the Philippines Football League. And we're just trying to not finish bottom of the PFL, which I think we can do. I think we can put in a good performance and see if we can I think we can contend for the league again. We are much better than last season. I think we can contend for the league title. So that's pretty much what I got for this episode. I wanted you guys to meet the new team, see what our tactic looked like going into this season. I am really excited for this team. And in the next episode, we are going to play in the Champions League East first preliminary round against Western Sydney Wanderers. That is going to be our episode. We are probably going to lose, but we got to show. We got to be here for our first Champions League game, Mendiola's first ever Champions League game. That will be awesome. So before we go, because we're going to play this game in 3 days, so I will see you all when we play that game. We have to decide, do we want to sign Emmanuel Sylvanas? Oh man, this is tough. I he's a decent player. He's only 19. But there's something here that makes me think I should sign him. It's that United City currently has very active interest, and United City being one of the top 2 teams in the league. And they say he has significant potential and could break into the first team sooner than expected. And given that, I feel like we should sign him. Last season, playing for Pasargard, 27 appearances, 2 goals, 1 assist, but he did have a 7.23 overall rating, which means he was playing well. Let's look at that comparison again. I'm really struggling with this one just because we're already over the wage budget. So, but he only gets paid though if I play him. So these are the questions that we need to ask. So let's take a look at him again. He's not as good as Soo-hyun. It's just an appearance fee and unused substitute fee, and it's not that much. He only wants to be an impact sub. So if we sign him and he never plays, that is okay. To end the episode, Emmanuel Sylvanas, welcome to Mendiola FC. Let's continue and see what he actually looks like. He's got that potential. Oh, okay, we might have signed a good player here. We might have signed a good player here. Let's let him settle in. 19-year-old winger, 3 star, 3 to 5 stars. All right, that makes me feel pretty good. It wants to be an impact sub. Unfortunately, we can't register because we signed Song Ji-hun Josie and now Sylvanas after the registration window. They will not be involved in the match against Western Sydney Wanderers, but they will be in the team definitely for the first game against Stallion. So that is where I'm going to leave you today. Next episode is going to be one of the biggest of the series. We are going to play in the Champions League against away to Western Sydney Wanderers. Oh, we have TV. Oh, we're going to get television rights. Oh, we're actually going to make bread. I didn't realize this. I didn't realize we were going to make money from this game. We're going to make bread. Oh, that's going to be huge for us. You guys don't know how much we need the money. Oh man, that's exciting. So next game, next match, we will be on television against the Western Sydney Wanderers. That will be that episode. And then after that, we are going to play matches in the Philippines Football League. We will be back for the start of season 2, where we are looking to defend our Philippines Football League title. So with that, we are going to leave it there. We have a completely new squad, a completely different squad from last year, but a squad who I think is capable of contending for the title. I hope that you all are enjoying this series. I hope that you all are as excited as I am for Mendiola season 2. I really, really enjoyed this series. I really enjoy playing this game, and I hope that's reflected for all of you and that you all are able to enjoy it as well. So, on that note, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode for the Asian Champions League. I will see you all soon. Bye.